You introduce yourself, so I hand it over to Alex. Here you go. Stephan? Okay.
I will start. Yeah, also welcome from my side and many thanks for the invitation and the chance. My name is Stephan Heide. I'm a senior manager in the product management for wireless IoT at IFM. Besides this job, I'm also a member of the business development committee and marketing committee from the mioty Alliance as well. And yeah, I'm taking care of the wireless technologies from the market point of view. And yeah, Alex, some words.
Sure, thanks. Alexander Kahlig is my name. I'm a general manager at IFM, and in the mioty Alliance I'm in the technical department. And in my role at IFM I have a wireless development team, and we are caring about the technologies. And besides this, or even more important, Stephan and me are trying to establish our wireless strategy for the whole IFM cooperation right now, and this makes things really interesting for us.
Interesting, and allow me to add fun. We are all, of course, working committees together, but still, not everybody knows IFM. So please tell me a little bit about IFM. Who is IFM, and what is IFM all about?
Sure, Uwe. So IFM is a family-owned company in the second generation. We are developing sensors, controllers and software for example, for the factory automation, so everything in context of Industry 4.0. We're delivering end-to-end solutions for our customers to get information from a sensor and create useful information out of the data to make processes more optimized. And you can find us in the automotive sector, in the food and beverage world, in mining, in mobile equipment, in port applications. You can find IFM everywhere, and we're developing the right sensors for each customer.
Even in coffee machines.
Coffee machine is very important.
Thanks, Alex.
So, of course, we also know that you are actually an institution when it comes to IO-Link. So, now mioty. How does mioty fit into your general product portfolio and your strategy? So, maybe you share some words. Alex, I know that's your turf.
Yeah, exactly. So, you're totally right. We're coming from the automation sector. So automation means real-time data, which is normally combined with a cable. And this is also where IO-Link jumps in. IO-Link is our industrial standard for communications. We built up the last 10 years. We also founded IO-Link. We're a founding member. But, well, cable is not everything in the world, we learned. And we have also many customers who really ask for wireless applications, and therefore, as we understood it so far, we figured out that we have, when we talk about wireless applications, we think in three columns, so to say. First, you have something everybody of you may know from the daily business. You have your cell phone, you go to a car, you can connect easily, so you have this parameterization, visualization things. We have this already in place. We have a Bluetooth adapter. Maybe you can just have it in the camera. Yeah. So this is a thing we have already on the market, where you can easily go with your cell phone and parameterize or have a look at the sensor data, which is available. This would be the first application column we have in our heads. The second one would be the automation, where we are coming from. But there, we talk in real time, and in really. The measurement data which is coming there needs to be really time critical. So this is another point. We have already also technologies there in focus. For example, wireless IO-Link, which is a technology there. But the third column, and this is why we're standing here, is the monitoring column, and therefore we were on the search for a good and robust technology to combine in our whole solution portfolio. And for us, this is, when you think of private networks, this would be the mioty. And when you go to public networks, depends on the application of the customer, then you are at the mobile and wireless application sector.
Totally understand, and that makes total sense. Especially, I really like the adapter or the bridges, because we all know, being sensor guys, that evaluation, putting a new sensor into a running system, can sometimes be really a stretch, and if it really all goes wrong, it can be a nightmare, and you maybe never make it. So, which are the most important features of mioty, which makes mioty sexy to you guys?
Well, we have a prototype mioty test in our biggest facility at Lake Constance, which is in our factory. The ground area is about roughly half a kilometer, and we have a base station installation, one single one, and already some prototypes of us running with different sensors, and we see that it's really robust, and we get the data even out of the basement stories, and this is quite impressive for us, because the basement you have to think of is underneath our production site, and you have machines, you have the big concrete walls and so on and so forth, and even though we get the data out there, so this is one of the biggest points in my opinion which makes mioty really strong. The second one would be that you have the scalability. So you can plug in at one single base station, you can plug in up to thousands of sensors, which is already also a really good sales point. And also for when you build up your private network, you don't have the big problems of the infrastructure. And the third one, and this is for me the most important thing, is that we have a plug-and-play solution. So nowadays, when you install an LP1 private network or whatsoever, you always need this IT nerd guy who helps you to integrate the sensor payload data in your systems. And my vision is, and this is what I'm fighting for in the technical development also, is that we have a plug-and-play solution like IO-Link, right? Like we are used to know it, and how the customers, also our customers from IFM, are normally using the sensors. You plug it in, you make the power supply, and then it's working. And this is where we want to go to, and this is what we do right now in the technical committees to fix this issue. And these are the 3 points, in my opinion, it's really good for mioty.
This is a very good concept. I mean, before you recommend ecosystems, you need to find the stretches, and you can find the capability in your own factory. What's better than that one? I mean, you really know all the odds and ends of installing it, and of course also the enjoyment when Stephan told me you were up in the 15th floor and you could capture a signal from the basement. And I know that you are very fierce and very powerful with plug and play, rightfully so. I mean, a lot of other companies which were not so much involved in the standard or even building it up, like IO-Link, you don't have the experience. So the demand of a plug and play is only the good for the customer, because how nice is it if you stick something together and it just works from the get-go. Wonderful. So what kind of products, or let's say first, let's go to the use cases. What kind of use cases, in addition to what you have showed to us, you have in mind?
Yeah, I think it's a very good question. I think, of course, we see big strengths in the technology, and this was why we decided for the technology. But the other why was the application from our customers. And we found out that customers want to do retrofitting. They want to do digitization of existing machines. And sometimes the application is like the monitoring of a level, the monitoring of temperature, to get some further KPIs in parallel, which were in the past not possible to get. And maybe it's very difficult to reach these points, it's very difficult to do the additional wiring, and that's exactly the right application for mioty. So the monitoring of, for example, the level of nuts before the packaging, for example, monitoring of liquids outside to order early enough, yeah, that you every time have the medium there for production, that you don't have a still stand. So we are coming now to the OEE KPIs, and this was also the reason why I started speaking with our production leader in Tettnang, Germany, in our biggest production site. I said, hey, do you need some KPIs from your machines? He said, yes, I really need it, but yeah, I need to integrate further sensors, put them into the PLC, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and I just said, hey, take mioty. So look into our catalog, take an IO-Link sensor, take the small adapter, and you can transmit the information to the mioty base station, have all the information on the IoT platform, and you can get alerts when a refill process is necessary. And the still stand times were reduced, so you can optimize your production very, very easy. And IFM has more than 160,000 customers, and you can imagine our sales guys, more than 1,700 colleagues, are day by day speaking with our customers, and we know that the customers are looking for solutions like that. Of course, we will still have wired applications, but in addition, we will also have in the future more and more wireless applications, and mioty is the great technology who will support us in private networks, long range, and transmitting information for monitoring.
I can only compliment this out of own experience. So we also have customers which have sensors in critical applications, and the control is covered. They are cabled, all good, but what they are missing is the monitoring. And for example, a kind like predictive alarm management, when you know something's going to happen, but you still have the time to turn it around before you really have to shut down. Well, same case, can only complement it. Take existing stuff and make it smart, that's the thing, and bridging it is one way to do it. Alright, so since we are sitting together in the committees, of course I know that you have products in the backstage. Some of them, I know they are there, but I don't know what it is. So, what products you are planning to come out first?
Yeah, so as a product manager, of course, you check the market and you have a look on so what can you do, and for a very cost efficient point of view, and which brings the best benefits to the customer. And we saw that we have a lot of thousands of IO-Link sensors in our product catalog, from inductive sensor, photocell sensors, pressure sensors, level sensors. We have so many sensors, so I think it's very difficult to myotize every sensor. So we decided to follow the strategy of an adapter, which enables every IO-Link sensor to speak mioty. And so customers can take sensors with an industrial grade, and just use a small adapter and bring the information from this existing sensor to the mioty world. So it's a very faster process for implementing mioty at our customer.
Perfect, sounds familiar. We have almost the same strategy because we know it works, we know all the challenges at the customer sites. If you want to put a little bit more difficulty onto it, then you take the ATEX range as well. And here it definitely stops. You are absolutely right, Stephan. You cannot really implement everything into each single sensor. It will take decades until you have your product portfolio complete. So here you see. Perfect. Well then, why did IFM join the Alliance?
So the question was partly answered before with the explanation of the strategy of IFM, and this is one of the reasons we joined, because we see the demand of the monitoring applications wirelessly. The other thing is that the mioty Alliance itself, with the companies which are in, is like a big family, and we really enjoy having this fruitful discussions and work together with those companies. And the technology, which is quite ahead, and those are, in my opinion, the main points.
Surprise, surprise, we have the same reasons. And what I really like is that when we come together and we basically build standards, look for new features, you don't have to initiate it. Just naturally happens that the members work together, they discuss, they share challenges, but they also share best practice and solutions. So having that said, and what you see is what you get. You see smiles on the faces, you have exchanges, and what it is, this is what you get. So what do you say to potential members? What would you recommend them?
Yeah, so today is the second day here on the mioty Alliance booth, and so even in the discussions with a lot of potential customers or potential users of the mioty technology, I really invite all the interested person to join the mioty Alliance. Yeah, because of two big points. I think Alex brought the points up, you as well. It's a technology. I think if you're looking for a monitoring application or monitoring wireless technology, it's a great standard you need to follow. It's a standardized wireless technology you need to follow. And on the other side, it's for me really the alliance. So we have a lot of full members, we have a lot of associated members, and together we have the chance to create a great ecosystem for the future with the mioty technology. I think even with the skilled partners and people here in this alliance, we build up an interesting ecosystem with our end users, our end customers. And yeah, I just invite everyone to join our mioty website, get in contact with us, and we can explain our open, or we can ask, or we can clarify all your open questions. And yeah, would be happy that also you join the mioty alliance.
So stop thinking about it, just simply do it. Call us. You can do all in as a full member or associates, so you ride along, and if you like the ride, which I believe you will do it like all our full members. They started as associates, not everybody, and then just simply upgrade it because it was too much fun, too much solution, and wasted time if you don't join us. So go for it. Thank you guys, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for having you here, and we will look forward and get prepped for the next interview. Thank you so much.